Hello, welcome to the QC Skits podcast. I'm your host and president of QC Skits, Lorenzo Walton. I'm joined as always by in-house comedian and secretary of QC Skits, Drew Covert.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky. Did you know that line is about burning homosexuals at the stake? Louis Armstrong is a homophobe. How are you doing, Lorenzo?
I'm doing great, and I'm glad I got that piece of information so quickly. Sitting next to Drew, I have Janae, normal girl on YouTube.
I'm laughing because I didn't expect that from Drew. I'm great today.
Did you hear his voice? I didn't think he could sing like that, to be honest with you.
I used to sing.
Beautiful.
I used to know how to sing. That was a thing I used to do in high school.
Sitting in the
So
sitting in the permanently impermanent fourth chair. Let's get a drum roll, please. We have the member, a former QC Skits member, graduated from college, and he's back with us, Kempson Bellington.
Hi.
Guys, this is going great. This is a test episode.
I don't have any fun facts about Louis Armstrong. I'm sorry.
So it says here in my script that I have to give the people an update of QC Skits. So as you guys know, we're not doing anything.
Not shit.
Not shit, except for this wonderful podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo! It's a brand new venture for us.
Yeah. You know, not everything starts out the gate peaking. You know, you go through the trough, and then you shovel your way out.
We did peak when she laughed, though.
That is true. I did check the levels. We were peaking.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
Audio.
I was holding it in the whole time, and I had to let it out. I'm a loud girl.
I thought you were a normal girl.
You're right.
All right, this is fascinating.
So we have the segment on the QC Skits podcast called Headlines. So let's get into the news. We've all brought a news story for us QC Skits to share with the listener. Let's whip them out.
Talk into the mic?
Huh?
You want to talk into the mic?
I don't. I prefer to talk around it and just hope he gets something good. Kempson, let's start with you. You're leaning in your chair.
I'm leaning into my chair. All right. What I got? Blade Runner 2049. They're making a sequel to Jesus.
They're making a sequel to Jesus?
They're making a sequel to Jesus. Yeah, right?
I was hoping he would never come back.
It'd be a loop. It'd be a loop after all the narrative about him coming back. If he never came back, that'd be a great M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Kempson, tell us more about.
Well, not that it's more important than Jesus, but Blade Runner 2 is coming out. It's called Blade Runner 2049.
Is that when it's going to come out?
Yeah, hopefully.
Starring who? Let's get through it.
Yeah. Oh, it's just starring Jodie Foster, Harrison Ford, and Ryan Gosling's boring face.
Well, let's not disrespect
don't
Ryan
say
Gosling.
that. We won't have you back here.
I'm the temporary guest. This is my only.
You know what? Ryan Gosling is actually very sexy. Like, for a while, I was like, he's not that cute. Why do girls like him? He's so, like, boring, bland mayonnaise. But he is hot.
I think he's very sexy. I think he's very boring to look at, too.
I find mayonnaise attractive, so I'm in agreement.
I can't relate to that.
Well,
you've never been sexually aroused by mayonnaise?
I'm going to backtrack. I actually recently watched a normal girl video called She Almost Had Sex, and she said, for her first time, and she said she's really into pale white dudes with tattoos. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. But they're not. You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that? The guy I'm talking about, his last name is Mayo.
That's not true.
It's fucking true.
Oh my God.
I will say his whole goddamn name and we'll look him up on Facebook.
We've been doing this podcast for 5 minutes and we've already come full circle. Congratulations.
Because let me get just a vote. Who gives a shit about Blade Runner? I've never heard of it.
I've never watched it.
Yeah, well, you know what? Guess what, Janae? I was going to talk about the piece of news that you're going to talk about, but then you said I'm going to talk about that, so I guess I got to talk about Blade Runner.
But I told you that I brought in multiple pieces of news because I knew some people might have brought it in.
I, for one, am very interested in Blade Runner.
Jodie Foster, she's a lesbian now.
Great.
That was cool.
Why wasn't that the headline?
I know, right?
That was
Jodie Foster, her first movie after becoming a lesbian.
No.
She just found out.
This is not news.
She's a brand new lesbian.
No one cares about Blade Runner. Moving on.
No, so what have you seen? Do you enjoy Blade Runner?
I really like Blade Runner, the first Blade Runner.
What was it about? Was it about? I feel like it's about.
You've not seen it?
No, I feel like it's about
I thought the guy wearing a Rush t-shirt
skating
would be hip about the 80s, but no.
I thought it was about ice skating.
Oh.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Blades of Glory.
You know what?
Blades of Glory.
You're
you know
not
what?
that far off.
pretty much the same thing.
It's about assassinating androids, so basically in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
But
job.
you mean the same ice rink?
All right, Janae,
Thank
you're
you.
holding an apple.
Thank
Let's
you.
talk about your news story. What did you bring in today for us?
I brought in a few news stories
Let's stick
today.
to one. Let's stick to one.
Let's
we'll
let's
pick
not
one.
because we are not doing good time right now.
What are we? What?
Wait, how long is this
Yeah,
supposed
what
to
are we
be? Because
shooting
most
for?
podcasts are like an
cares?
hour.
That's what I'm saying. Who cares
cares?
about the time?
Yeah.
Hit us with some more
Okay,
stuff.
so I think I want to talk about
This does not taste good, by the way.
North Korea plans to nuke America today, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, they threatened us. They said, "Oh, we're gonna drop a nuclear bomb," and I said, "Why not? Like we've been
That is pretty cool.
dancing around this for so long. Just fucking do it." Like,
Shit or get off the pot.
and you know what's weird to me? Like, why are people scared of shit like that?
Of
Like,
nuclear bombs?
Yeah. Because
they've killed people.
we're all gonna die together, though.
She's got a point.
No,
It's
she
not.
No, we're
doesn't.
not.
No, because it's one thing to like die on your own from cancer. It's another thing for like fucking 2012 when people thought we were all gonna die. Why are you scared for everyone to die?
I'm scared to die. I'm scared to get killed no matter how. What?
I see.
I'm
where
not
you're
scared 'cause
coming
they're
from.
gonna die.
Because it's like we all really deep down want to die.
Everybody
anyway.
wants to die.
So it's like
I don't think that everyone does.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't-
that
I'm-
everyone who's lame enough to be recording a podcast on a Thursday afternoon wants to die.
Well,
3.
okay, think about it this way, Kempson. If everybody just at one time just dropped dead, no pain, no nothing, no warning,
Including
no
me.
nothing. Yes, including fucking you.
No, you're the only person who
Right.
can watch from the window.
Why would you be scared of that? Like, if you knew in 5 minutes everyone was gonna die at the same time with no pain, would you be scared? Probably not.
I think
yes.
where Kempson's coming from is,
Because there's things in my life I want to do.
there's so many things, and now it's just kind of like
That must be that white privilege.
Ambition is white privilege.
Yes.
I don't
know if that's true.
I don't know if that's true either.
By the way, I mean, I guess everyone knows I'm white now.
He's
I don't know if
white.
that matters to the podcast. knowing
Let's just
what
keep
the-
them guessing.
what
So
the
we know
reasons are.
Kempson's white, but let's keep
what
everyone
about
else on
Leave in the
the
comments below. What race is Lorenzo, Drew, and Janae?
What a riveting story.
Are we gonna have comments?
Can I bring up
I don't
another
know how
one?
this is gonna go.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, we can
Because
go
that
on, we
first
can
one
go
was so successful. Why taint it? Drew, what you got?
Speaking of taint, I wish my story had something to do with taint. It would be so
We
much
need a
more entertaining.
soundboard.
Let's not have a soundboard. Instead, let's talk about sports, if we may. This is an interesting.
I love sports.
I know you're talking out of your ass right now, but this is an interesting story. So we all know the Cleveland Cavaliers, right?
I've heard of them.
They have LeBron James on their team. They're a pretty good team. They made the finals 3 years in a row. They have this guy who's the point guard, Kyrie Irving.
Sexy.
You know what though? That wasn't necessary. Drew, what you got?
So Kyrie Irving, he signed a contract with the Cavaliers before he knew LeBron James was coming back. So then he signed the contract. LeBron James came back 2 weeks later. Everyone's having a fun time. Now all of a sudden, Kyrie wants to leave Cleveland. He wants out. What do you guys think of that? Because he's a good player. He's the second best player on the team. He'd probably be the best player on a lot of teams. But he wants the spotlight for himself. He's sick of making the finals. He's sick of playing with the best player in the NBA. Do you think that's logical, or do you think that's him being a little selfish prick?
Drew, I'm gonna answer that by asking you this: how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? No, Kempson, what do you think about this story?
That was not funny.
That was not funny at all.
I couldn't think of a question in time.
So what you're saying is he doesn't want to win because LeBron James is on his team.
He wants to do his own thing.
He wants to be the star.
Well, how are you going to do your own thing if you're? Oh, he wants to be the star of
He wants
whatever
to be-
team he's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's second fiddle to LeBron.
I mean, you only have so many years of your life to do professional sports, and sharing the limelight. I mean, it is selfish. It is selfish, but it's.
I think
I
understandable.
get it. I get
What's
it.
that one guy's name in football? Tom Brady. What's his name? Who's like fucking
He's
old
the
as
one
shit
guy
now?
in football.
No, who's the really fucking old one?
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
Is
no.
he still? No,
He doesn't play.
You're talking about
One
an
of
active
them.
player. Probably Tom Brady. He plays for the
One of them.
Patriots.
No, I think that makes a lot of sense. But at the same time, we've got Steph Curry now.
He's on a team of legends of Steph Curry, Kevin
We've got
Durant.
Durant, Draymond
LeBron
Green, Klay
James,
Thompson.
and then you're gonna have Kyrie Irving on
Kevin
his own
Looney.
team. That's just gonna bring more competition. And what happens when he fucking goes down the drain, goes down the toilet?
You mean LeBron James?
Kyrie. Like, if he moves off of the team to some other team, what if he turns out to be shit over there? And then
That's possible.
mistake.
He was shit on the Cavaliers for 2 years before
LeBron James.
but he was also a brand new kid in the NBA, and
Yeah,
he was
people
on
still
the
got high hopes for this kid.
Cavaliers.
Did
yeah.
you know you can break an apple in half with your 2
You've been
hands?
trying it for the past 10 minutes.
I'm going to do it by the end of this podcast.
You keep squinting your eyes like it's breaking. You're making no dents.
She is squeezing an apple so hard, her arms are all shaking. It's very... Why is this happening?
Maybe it's not the right apple.
You're right.
Drew, I don't want to be rude, but we're boring the other two people on the panel
Exactly.
here.
I like how the thing that we spent the least amount of time on was getting nuked by a country and the very real threat of death.
So
We said that's cool and then moved on.
No, it's
But
exciting.
it is cool.
You should have seen like all the tweets in reply to that. They were like, "Oh, I'm excited. Oh, can we do it like next month? My birthday's coming up." Like shit like that. It was so funny.
I saw a tweet. It was like, North Korea, if you're going to bomb America, can you please do it before I go to work?
Right. Do it at sometime.
They do it at 4 o'clock in the
maybe.
afternoon on a Friday. I'd be pissed.
Right.
Kempson, when's the best time to nuke America for you?
Please don't.
That's not an option.
No,
Not
it's
what I
not. Yeah,
asked.
that wasn't
Not
the
what I
question.
asked at all.
I'd say August 1st. Because people
That's
are like,
true. I won't have to pay rent.
exactly. People are going to be like going
Down
back to
payment
school. No
soon.
one wants to fucking go back to school. I was watching this YouTube video and this girl was like, in the comments, she was like, "Oh, I'm starting middle school tomorrow. I'm so excited." I was like, bitch, don't be. What the fuck? Middle school was the worst time of my life.
And then
Anyways.
the child killed himself. Thanks.
August 1st
Thanks to those comments.
is probably going to be very fucking hot outside. We're all going to want to die already. We're sweating. Just nuke it.
All right, guys, I brought in a story.
Can we
Thank
do
God.
a remix
Oh.
real quick?
A what?
Remix.
Just nuke it. Just nuke it.
Lorenzo, please say
Can we
this.
cut her
wants to
mic? How do we do
be
that?
nuked.
Lorenzo, bring it home. Give us the real news.
All
Give
right,
us the news.
real news. You want a real story? I got it. There's this story about scientists testing 7-inch vibrators on turtles.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So that
7
way-
inch.
7-inch. That way
They
can
get the full penetration.
That's like
No,
a
no,
whole.
no,
that's like
no.
a whole turtle.
That's so
pretty
That
much
is-
the entire
They
turtle.
fucked a turtle with a turtle.
But they're saying the reason behind it was so that they can figure out the turtle's gender because they wanted to be because other methods were very invasive on the turtle's privacy.
Oh,
Wait a
of
minute.
course.
So they thought, if we use a vibrator, that if they're aroused, it's going to be a female, and if their penis pops out, then we won't need to do things.
It's that hard to find out what the gender of a turtle is.
I'm trying to figure out what do we need the gender of a turtle for, but
Breeding, I assume, or
Turtles
like
have
saving.
penises that pop out?
they keep it sheathed. But when they're aroused or they're shaken roughly,
They just pull it out like a sword.
it just pops out.
I was thinking more of like it's the bay of like a large airplane. It just comes down out of the soft underbelly.
Why is it 7 inches?
You know, they didn't actually explain that part. They were just really bragging about the whole, it's a $10 vibrator that these scientists are using. Let me re-pull up this.
I've never used a vibrator before.
That wasn't
Me
what the
neither.
story's about. You guys ever used a vibrator?
I've never used
That
it.
was a lie. My sugar daddy tried to use one on me. It didn't work. Like, I wasn't aroused at
So-
all. That's a topic for another day.
I don't think it is.
Let's tackle it.
This is the pilot. Not yet.
Okay, the next segment we have here is rants. If you didn't already know, we are an irascible group. To give us all a chance
don't
to
know what
air
that
our
word
group,
means.
Google it, our grievances. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock and allow each of us to rant and lament about whatever we deem worthy. Who wants to go first?
Irascible.
She can't spell it. You shouldn't have told her.
Irascible.
There's no N.
That should be your rant.
I don't know words.
Irascible.
I live with a lot of people who are not good at
Irascible.
spelling, so
I think it's
Irascible?
IRASCIBLE.
This
Yeah.
is the podcast teaching Janae how to spell.
Yeah.
that's correct.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's right.
Damn.
It's funny.
Having or showing a tendency to be easily angered. Oh, that's true.
glad we got the okay.
You
from
know, I'm not gonna say it.
That's great for podcasts.
Just got blue balls. Hey, who wants to go first with their rant?
I think Janae does.
I'm nervous. I don't know if I can do 30 seconds.
30 seconds is such a short amount of time.
It really is.
I believe in you.
I actually don't think
Okay.
I'll be able to go for 30 seconds either.
I'm gonna try. Let's try.
All right.
30
Tell me
seconds
when.
on
30
the clock.
seconds on the clock, and away we go.
Lana Del Rey's new album, Lust for Life, is an absolutely amazing piece of artwork. I'm very proud of her. I'm very happy for her. But you know what? It's not the same. It's not the same as Born to Die. It's not the same as Ultraviolence. It's not the same as Honeymoon. It's different. It's very fucking different. She gets very fucking political. She talks about women. She talks about boys. She talks about Trump. She doesn't exactly say Trump, but she fucking hates Trump, if y'all did not know. You remember when she put a hex on Trump? That was so hilarious. Love her. Anyways, the album is very different, but
It's 30
people
seconds.
Oh, I guess we'll never know the but. Moving on.
you'll never know. Kempson.
What? Hold on a second. Was that a rant, really? Because you seem to like the album.
Yeah, right.
You said it's very different, but you didn't say that was a bad thing.
Right.
We didn't get to the
You
but.
didn't get to it.
What was the? We got
We'll never know.
Let's do it. Let's give me 30 seconds. Here we
30
go.
seconds, Kempson Bellington, and away we go.
I don't like it. I mean, I really hate it. It's a rant. You got to get irascible. When someone asks me a question, and they're talking to me, and then the person next to me answers. Like they just butt in and they just answer. It's like, who the fuck are you? Like, and as a person who works at or used to work at a desk answering questions for visitors, it happened a lot. And I was like, I have a fucking job. I get paid for it. I want to feel useful. Please, just give me this. Just give me this. It seems like it's one of the rudest things you can do to
30
me.
seconds. Man,
Done.
Kempson wants to
That was
feel you.
perfect.
Can I say two things?
hear
One,
it.
you sounded so not angry. Two,
You sounded real sad.
I very sad. Two, I did that to Cheyenne. I visited her at work
God damn you.
Tuesday,
God damn
and I
you.
did it to her all day long. People would be like, "Where's this?" I'd be like, "To your left."
Who is Cheyenne to the listeners who don't know?
A bitch.
Okay, moving on. Laura.
30 seconds.
I have to go.
Cheyenne must have more patience than I do. I would have gotten very mad at you.
She probably did.
I mean, she probably did, but she didn't throw the fists.
All right,
Drew, do you want to go now?
yeah, let's go now.
30 seconds on the clock. You ready?
Sure, why not?
And away we go.
So if you go to Pornhub.com or
Every
any
day.
other one, X Videos, X Hamster, XXX, a lot of X's. If you go to the homepage, you will find a lot, and I mean a lot, of titles containing stepbrother and stepsister.
My favorite
or sometimes
category.
they take out the step and they just leave brother and sister. This is disgusting. I am so sick of it. I want to just be able to jerk off and not have to think about incest. This is horrible. And all of a sudden, if I take pictures of my sister while she's sleeping, now I'm the creep. This is bullshit.
Okay, you're done.
Wait, what?
I have a few things to say to that. One, love that shit, and I think Janae can agree.
Love that shit. Because you know, it's like there's tension between them building up for a long time, living together, and then they finally get to release it by fucking each other.
I
That's
feel
amazing.
like I've
I had-
lived with a few siblings in my day. I've never wanted to release any tension.
And
the-
what's number two?
The number two
Besides,
is
like
that
maybe slapping them in the face.
well, I mean that's part of the video sometimes. Two, I don't like. What I was gonna say is that a lot of the videos, if you watch them and listen to them, or see them uploaded elsewhere, you can tell they just put the brother and sister in the
Right,
title.
like they'll
And
never
it's
bring
like-
it up.
Yeah, it's like, or in the video, it's like two people meeting each other for the first time, and it's like brother and sister fuck hard, sexy pussy in the title, and it's like no.
So,
Or the videos that you watch that you're like 6 minutes in, no mention is halfway through the fucking. They're like, but you're my brother. Like, what?
Oh no, they find out, but they keep going.
No, I mean,
Really
like,
better.
Hey, wait a second, aren't you my brother?
that's something I would never ever consider doing. But like one
Fucking
of my
your sibling?
Yeah, of course. Like what the fuck? May give away my race.
so
But no, my
What?
favorite porn
Are Asians against
is
incest?
Brooklyn Chase, who is like 30 years old. She's got big old MILF titties.
I know Brooklyn
She's got a very mom like woman body, but she was like pretending to be a sister. And she like was gonna borrow her black stepbrother's car, and he was like, "You can borrow my car if you'll suck my dick." And I love that.
So you guys are bringing up some interesting points here, and it's leading me to believe that
We
you
watch
guys
a lot of porn.
watch porn with the sound on. Is that true?
What?
Oh yeah.
All the time?
Oh yeah. Headphones.
Who doesn't?
See, my headphones never work. You know how
That's
you have
like
to
part of the. You want to hear it?
Well, no. Sometimes I used to listen to porn, but then it's like the screaming. I was like, no one. Who's doing the audio on these things?
That's true.
It's always peak. It's like, oh, they're talking. It's very normal audio conversation. But as soon as it gets to the, I'm like, he didn't think to bring the mic away a little bit.
I skip the talking, so I know my levels are always right.
I have to be in a certain mood to like want to hear the talking.
I love the talking. Sometimes
love
I don't
it
even get to the
sometimes.
fucking.
Unless it's super weird.
Watch it for the plot. I feel it.
Yeah, only if the plot's like really weird will I watch.
I'll be right.
I found this one video that's just like a crack whore.
That's not funny.
No, but like an actual like drug-addled and ruined woman
I
talking
hate-
about her awful life and then getting fucked at the end. It was.
All right, but how was the sex?
It didn't last that long in the video I saw. It was like the beginning of the sex, so I don't know.
Was
I
it,
want to
you
watch a
think she was
video
really
where
on
the guy
crack?
comes 3 seconds
It looked
in.
very. If
It'd
she
make me
wasn't
feel
on
better.
crack, they constructed a very convincing house that looked shitty in like a crack den. So I believe
production
it.
value's high these days?
It looked very, very low budget, unless it's like a found footage movie where they just make it look amateur, but it's not. Thousands of dollars went into this crack whore video.
Back to what you said. I feel like
The
nutting in 3 seconds.
Oh, you read
Men.
that.
Yes. I feel like there's, women porn stars are like, oh, women porn stars, but male porn stars actually have exactly.
You got that right.
Male porn stars actually have a huge like,
Dick.
hopefully, but like they have to stand up to a lot of stuff. They
Yeah.
have to last for hours and hours on end. I was watching Hot Girls Wanted the
Great show.
series.
Great show.
It's a
And-
series now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a series, and one of these guys who I actually love, he was in a great porn. He's got a great dick, and
What's his name?
oh god, I forgot his name.
You love him so much.
Clay
Something
Thompson.
rock. If I think of it, I'll
was
tell
Klay
you.
Thompson?
No, I don't know who that is.
I
And
don't
the
think Kempson does
directors
either,
were like,
actually.
I heard you say it.
the directors were like, get that dick hard. I want to see that dick rock hard. Get it rock hard. I want it hard. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't feel like that would work.
Right. And he was like, man, I got to take a break. And they're like, I want to see that dick hard. Like, he was like, he was going to cry.
I was
He had a lot
watching-
of pressure.
I was watching the behind the scenes of one, and like this guy was saying how he needed to have his girlfriend present in case he ever gets flaccid. He was like, she knows where my tickle spots are. So then he would like go off to the side. He just give me 2 minutes. Then she would just and he'd come back in the scene.
You can't do visual things like that on podcast. Describe your
Can you
physical motion.
describe what you did? Because I don't know, was that the scrotum, the taint?
It was like a taint scrotum. It's right behind the sack.
Ooh, that's good.
And she's
idea.
just-
So now that we know that no one else is listening to this podcast,
You
We'll
all
edit
turned
this.
it off. How did it get to this?
I 100%
Okay.
would have skipped it.
but I'm serious. Like,
We're getting to
hey,
the-
do you not enjoy watching a porn where the penis is significantly smaller than yours? It makes you feel good.
Yeah, sometimes.
Ew.
Yeah.
I would like to watch one where the guy comes
Janae,
like
you
5
can't-
seconds in. I'm
See,
like,
I've been
talk.
watching a lot of weird shit late. Like I haven't watched regular.
what's this weird shit?
The Power Ranger tentacle thing was. I watched this scene. I think it was.
That's child's play,
I was watching Maya
literally.
Bajou, I think, and it was her running around her living room, and this girl in a T-Rex costume was chasing her. The T-Rex costume had a strap on, and they just started. It was one of the funniest videos I've seen.
Did you nut to it?
I watched it 8 times. I never masturbated to it. I just kept watching it. All right, guys, it's time to get the shuffling segment, the segment we do every time. We're going to ask a question of the week. This week's question is, if you could make a porn category, what would it be?
Well, this is.
Something that doesn't exist already.
Something that you haven't seen yet.
Oh my god.
You're not even sure.
Oh, I haven't even seen it, so I can't draw on things that aren't popular enough.
Yeah.
Man.
This is a niche. Niche?
Oh shit. Okay,
Is that
so every time somebody asks me if I have a fetish, because I do work in the fetish world.
Do you want to talk about this?
No. you
Next
can-
episode.
Yeah, next, yeah.
Keep them hooked.
I always tell them I have a fetish for melted cheese. And they're like, what? What are you talking about? And so I think
Drew, we can hear you.
it would be awesome to have a category of girls fucking guys, and then they nut, but the nut is melted cheese. And they eat it. And they eat it so happily.
I don't know about that.
That would be so.
That would be
would
so-
you not
Do you
love
just
that?
add
would-
it in
I
post?
would
How do you edit this?
Absolutely watch it. I'm not
Right.
Wait, so you just sticking melted cheese on the guy's dick?
Possibly.
No, I like that this is. I like to imagine a scenario when they're in the kitchen and that's how they make like grilled cheese. Like they have it on the stove and they're like, honey, you don't need to come here and nut on this.
Yeah.
It just pours out.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm getting lots of ideas. But yeah, that'd be cool because like you obviously know the girl does not enjoy like eating nut. Like I don't know.
But if it was cheese,
you would see like she really does enjoy it, and that's what guys want. They want to see the girl enjoying
I mean,
that
it's
nut.
a very possible.
I would
to
totally
do.
have a surgery that makes my semen turn into melted cheese.
Well, in porn, they do the fake penises, and then they just have like cornstarch and water, mix it, and shoot that out.
have
Instead
fake-
of that,
yeah, they have
can
fake
just
nut.
put
I don't know.
cheese in there.
nacho cheese, or like get like your real dick and have like some sort of
you know, the real one.
Just eat a lot of cheese.
like
beforehand.
underneath the dick, you have like a straw or like a tube that's pumping out the nacho cheese.
Kempson, if
Can I
you were,
just say,
I don't know if I
everyone
can
is-
beat this.
Everyone
I
is
can't-
drinking around me.
Yeah, we're
no, I love water.
We're not drinking. What? We're on campus. That'd be so wrong.
You never had to say that we were on
You didn't
campus.
have to say
you didn't
that
have to
part.
say.
True.
This pilot's never going to be aired, so who gives a
I'm
shit?
putting it in the group me immediately.
That is true. We'll put it in the group me. but-
True. We'll keep the Cheyenne's a bitch. That's the whole podcast.
Cheyenne, you're not a bitch. None
That's
of us.
definitely the title.
We just play that for an hour.
Episode 0. Cheyenne's a
True.
bitch.
If you were to make a porn category,
Let's go with. Why not aliens? That's a thing that. I mean, I'm pretty
I've
sure.
seen painted
I know
humans.
it's been done, but it's not a category.
Category.
It needs to be on Pornhub. You go down to categories. You know, you get teen, you get Latina, you get amateur, you get Asian, and then alien.
There's a category on Pornhub called Panda.
What? Is it just people fucking to designers panda?
No.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Just no. It's porn stars dressed in panda suits having sex, so that way they can turn on pandas because they're an endangered species and they're not fucking. So they're like, oh, let's just make panda porn.
I
Do
thought
they
it was.
donate the proceeds to pandas?
Yep.
I thought
Yep,
it
the
was just.
pandas get a paycheck every
Panda
week.
gets a paycheck every week.
I thought it was just going to be interracial.
You would think,
Yeah.
but they already have that category.
One white, one black. That's a panda.
Shouts out Princeton.
Shouts out to Ryan.
Do we have that copyrighted? I don't know if we can use that song. Let's
We're gonna get striked.
Kempson porn category.
God, I'm just blanking. I got nothing.
Really?
I really have nothing.
His favorite one already exists.
And it's on the dark web.
No, it's teen.
No, I told you. I had this conversation with you. I've never searched
And we
teen.
all know that's a lie.
I mean, who searches porn?
I searched
Who searches
teen,
it?
I go
but
to
when
the
I was a
front page.
teen.
It's on the very front
I go to
page,
the
so you never
front-
have to type it in.
No, I don't look up.
I used to
teen.
search teen when I was a teen because I wanted people that were my age. I never would find
Ew.
them.
I used to do high school or detention, and I was like, this is.
And they were like
They're
30-year-old
like
women.
35.
Right.
I was like, oh yeah, that looks just like my class. Let's see what else.
Gotta love those
Wait, what's
porns
your
where there's like a
category,
20-year-old teacher with fake tits and then 2 men in their 40s sitting in detention. Those are the best.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they? I don't know. Is there a sarcastic porn category?
There's lots. I have seen.
I
I've
want to
stumbled
fuck you
across.
so bad.
No, I have
This is the whole thing.
No, what I'm trying to say
Oh
is-
my
What
god,
have you
fuck
seen?
me harder.
I have
would
run into porn like that, like where the
Have
girl's
you?
disinterested.
No, that's a thing. Disinterested
That is
porn.
that's probably like cuckolding.
No.
I thought all porn was disinterested porn. I mean, let's be real.
No.
No one's actually into
Because
it.
there's some where they fake it and they enjoy it, but then there's some, like I watched one, this girl is just on the computer the whole time. And it's
Yeah.
just this dude, he's really like sweating, he's going in. And then she's like, she's like
Me.
browsing Tumblr.
I like.
By
that.
the way, hand motions go great on podcasts.
I'm going to keep doing it.
You know, she's just like.
She's just typing on the computer and he's.
I watched one where this girl was playing Skyrim the whole time. And like halfway through fucking, she'd always be like, "What should I say to this guy?"
She's like, it breaks the fourth wall. That's my other genre.
Oh yeah.
She's just.
Oh.
Halfway through, the director's like, "Oh, switch positions."
No, the girl's just like, what should we do next? It's like Blue's Clues, but with porn.
Aw, love Blue's Clues. The first time I ever masturbated was to Steve.
I figured out my
Blue's
my
Clues.
porn
What
category.
you got?
Blues Clues porn. Get that green shirt off, boy.
That can be a Family Guy. Why not? Blue's Clues.
Those khakis would look better on my floor, boy.
What have you started saying, boy?
Only when I
Is
thought it
this
would
Flavor
sound.
Flav fucking
Yeah.
scene from Blue's Clues?
That's yeah. We have a second category already. Flavor Flav porn.
Okay, so
Let's get on this.
next segment we
Drew, you look
have.
like Steve.
You know how much editing gaffes there would be because of the clock that would be on his chest would just change so much?
You don't think it would be a one take?
You don't
That's
think Flava
true.
Flav can kill it in one take?
Can't even rap in one take. How could he?
So the
Shots
next
fired.
segment we have is listener mail. So we're gonna go through all of our mail and comments from our listeners.
All right, let's begin. I'm sure we have bukus.
Okay. Okay. So because we don't have listener mail, I pulled some questions from Reddit. So
This is great.
So
Addressed to us?
yeah, they
Sure.
said QC Skits. First question, QC Skits. What experience would you rate 0 out of 10?
What experience would I rate 0 out of 10?
At a 0 out of 10.
Death.
Have you tried it though?
Oh, that's true.
Right.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
You just start
It's true.
working things.
What experience would I rate 0 out of 10? Maybe the time that I got pulled over going, or not even breaking the speed limit. That kind of sucked.
I'm gonna raise that. I would say homeless people.
You've never been homeless. Oh, yeah, except for the
No,
fact
being
that you
pulled
have
over
been.
by homeless people, Drew.
Oh,
You
yeah.
misunderstood.
Janae, what you got?
I would have to say getting your period after you hope you had trapped your boyfriend by getting pregnant, but your period comes. So that's a 0
would say
out of
that's a
10.
0.
That would suck, yeah.
Yeah.
Kempson, you're stuck with death.
When
there.
someone answers your question that was addressed to you, 0 out of 10.
Okay,
Never liked it.
we got a question here from Steve. QC Skits.
Did you just make up that name off the top of your head?
No.
Your expressions are so much of your humor. It's a shame they're lost on this podcast because you're struggling. I can see the sweat.
We should get a camera in here.
Jess pointed at Lorenzo the whole time.
Yeah, they don't need to know what we look like.
QC Skits. What's something people do for attention that you absolutely cannot stand?
Ooh.
Make
podcast.
videos about the
Vaping.
times they almost had sex.
Oh.
Shots. Fired. Subscribe
Watch
to
my new
Normal
video,
Girl.
Normal Girl on YouTube.
I hate when people make podcasts.
Ugh, same.
I really do, though.
You were listening to Shane Dawson's
That's
podcast.
the only
Before
podcast
this.
I listen to. The only podcast. I don't know what to do while I listen to them.
Janae, how's that apple coming along?
It's still not broken.
Weird.
Oh my God, she's still trying.
What are you guys doing while listening to this podcast? Let us know.
Say the question again.
I said, what's something people do for attention that you absolutely cannot stand?
So the answer I want to say for Kempson.
Is into the mic.
What?
She was saying that because you don't like people answering.
that
questions.
was
Oh,
a joke. You guys
Hey,
listen.
but
I'm dumb. I'm a stupid head.
we know.
We know, Cal.
What's your answer?
Stupid thing people do. I don't know. Just keep talking. I ran into this guy at a pawn shop the other day with Tanisha, and he kept just blathering.
Who's Tanisha?
Oh right,
You
James.
know her as Tahini.
No.
Okay, good enough.
Tanisha is a friend of ours, and I'm just saying, like the guy.
Member
was,
of QC Skits, vice president of QC Skits.
yes, vice president of QC Skits
Is
shouts
she?
out.
She's still.
Yeah, no one else ran.
All I'm trying to say is that the guy would not shut up. People who just keep talking and talking.
I should have ran
like
for that.
that.
You know, I should have
I mean,
ran for
I hate
that.
it. I hate when people don't bother to check to see if you're interested in the topic they're talking about. Like, I don't care about penguins, but the guy's still talking about penguins. I didn't ask about. I didn't say a word. Actually, you're just talking to me about penguins.
Maybe he
Don't.
thinks he's on a level. Like some people are on a level where they can talk about anything and it'll keep you entertained.
That was the apple hitting the table, by the way.
Why were you at a pawn shop?
Because,
And why were you with Tanisha?
Because we were just hanging out yesterday.
Does Matt know about this?
Someone for the listeners said, because they're all listening at this
Tanisha
point.
is a fake bitch. That's all I'm gonna say.
You've said that about everyone.
At least she's not a real bitch like Cheyenne.
Oh.
Guys, we have one more question from our viewers. Okay. QC Skits. Hi, guys. Love the show.
Not a goddamn person would ever say that.
What jobs attract the worst kind of people?
Home
Police
Depot.
Pawn shop.
Police officers.
Police, pawn shop.
I like Home Depot.
They have great pay. What are you talking about?
I just got hired by Home Depot.
That was
That's why
the
Drew
joke.
said it. Backstory.
Aw, that's so sad.
Congratulations to Kempson for getting.
It's sad that he
Oh,
got a job
God.
at Home Depot.
No, it's sad you made fun of him.
You've been doing it.
You've been so mean to me.
When have I been mean to you?
She's got a point there.
Good
No,
point.
she doesn't.
I'll have to start tallying.
You should, yeah.
Okay, guys, it's almost time for us to go. But before we
Can
do...
I say something? I was going to.
No.